Welcome students. Myself Ahirrao VA from Department of Instrumentation and Control Engineering. मराठा विद्याप्रसारक समाजास कर्मवीर ॲडव्होकेट बाबूराव गणपतराव ठाकरे कॉलेज of Engineering नाशिक. Welcome students. Here we are going to learn about the ergonomics. Objective to learn the concept of ergonomics, and the outcome students will be able to summarize the importance of ergonomics in system design. Ergonomics is one of the scientific discipline which is mainly concerned with the design of the different systems, and all these designs should be human centered. The designs may include the products, the work or jobs what we do, the environments, the different tasks those are being carried out, and the organization itself. Ergonomics, it is the combination of two Greek words. First is the ergon, which means the work, and second the nomos, which means the laws, and it denotes the science of work. It helps for better understanding and improvement in the human interactions with the products, the environment, and the systems. Ergonomics, or also called as the human factors, is the scientific discipline which is concerned with the understanding of interactions among humans and other elements of a system, and the profession that applies the theory, principles, data, and methods to design in order to optimize human well-being and overall system performance. Ergonomics can also be defined as the design of workplace, equipment, machine, tool, product, design of environment and the system, taking into consideration humans' physical, physiological, biomechanical, and psychological capabilities, and optimizing the effectiveness and productivity of work while assuring the safety, health, and well-being of the workers. So from the earlier figure and these two definitions, it is very clear that whenever we have to design a product, a system, as well as depending upon the environmental conditions and the workplace, all these are in need of the consideration of ergonomics. And this is because of certain limitations of the human beings who are going to use the different products, machines, also who will work in the particular environment and may have the interaction with some other systems or some other equipments. There are three principal domains of ergonomics. First is the physical ergonomics. Simply, what is in the reach of the human beings. Second, the cognitive ergonomics, and the third one, the organizational ergonomics. Now let's learn about these three domains at some depth. The first is the physical ergonomics. It is also called as the industrial or occupational biomechanics. The human beings are different from each other in terms of their strength, their height, and the lengths of their limbs, or you may say legs and arms. And that's why in the design of the different systems or some machineries, we have to first consider the physical ergonomics. It is concerned with the human anatomical, physiological, and biomechanical characteristics as they are related to the physical activity. Here, the different relevant topics that should get considered are the working postures, means whether the machine is to be operated in the sitting posture or standing one, then what different materials those are needed to be handled, whether they are fragile, whether they are heavy material, whether their size expands or they are larger in size, then is there any repetitive movement, especially in case of industries when some person has to carry certain task, how many times per manufactured product cycle the movement of that person will be, then is there any work which may cause the musculoskeletal disorders, how the workplace layout is, how the safety of the human being is confirmed, and are there any health hazards present or not. The second is the cognitive ergonomics. Here it is concerned with the mental processes such as the perception, the memory, the reasoning, and accordingly the motor responses. All these things are going to affect the interactions among the humans and other elements of a system. The relevant topics here is the mental workload. Sometimes the person may not be able to take a quick and the correct decision. The skilled performance, because whenever there is a mental workload, the performance of a skilled employee may also get affected. Next one is human computer interaction. For a very much longer time, if you have to do certain work on computers, then the efficiency may not be the same one to that of the start of the work. Then human reliability. If there is any work stress, then also the performance may affect, and the training provided to the employee, as all these are related to the human system design. The third is the organizational ergonomics, though mainly first two types of ergonomics or domains are in a greater way important in the design of the different machines, equipments, and the systems. But the third domain, that is the organizational ergonomics, also plays certain role. It is concerned with the optimization of socio-technical systems, including how is the organizational structure, what are the different policies of the management, and what different processes are included in the business activities. Here, some of the relevant topics which are included is the communication, which plays a very important part. Then crew resource management, how is the design of the work, design of the working times. Sometimes some industries are working in 3 shifts, so separately you have to plan for the night shift. Then the teamwork, participatory design in case of the plant layout, the community ergonomics, whether there is cooperation obtained from other employees in the work, what are the new work paradigms, virtual organizations, telework, and the quality management. So all these are related with the organizational ergonomics. Then we will just have a quick look on the benefits of ergonomics. First, increase in quality. Second one, increase in productivity, because without getting much fatigue, the humans can operate the different machines, or if ergonomics is in a better way considered, then their efficiency will also improve. Here, accuracy of work, morale, and motivation will be the key factors. Next benefit will be less rejection of products. Fourth one is safety of the operators will be maintained. If there is a better motivated employees, then it will automatically cause the reduction in absenteeism, which in turn have the reduction in the labor turnover. And next is the quick payback time of the ergonomic investments. Then certain design practices in case of the equipments and work environments that we will cover. For the equipment design, it must have proper visual displays, then relevant auditory displays, which may include the horn, siren, a buzzer, alarm, etc. Proper size and location of the controls. So when we have to design a certain machine, then there may be certain push buttons, on-off switches, rotary knobs present. So all these should be located within a quick reach of the operator. A compatible workspace layout, that is a sufficient area of operation, then what is the height of console and the clearance provided for maintenance purpose. Next, proper console design and layout of the con control panels. Then we will have the look on the different working environments. First, of course, the lighting one. Ambient light should be available. Many industries are using the lux meter to have the checking whether the sufficient illumination is there. That is trying to derive from a standard study and what are the actual requirements of the illumination. Then angle of the illumination. Is there any glare which is trying to disturb the human eyes, and uniformity of the coverage. Next, the workplace, whether the different operations that needs to be carried out are within the normal limb movements. Reach limitations have been considered. Then minimize fatigue, reduce the hazard conditions, and there should not be any awkward position while working. Then we have to also take into consideration the acoustic, and if there is much noise, then we have to provide the noise control mechanisms. Then there should be optimum temperature, but if there is a region or area where temperature may go beyond a certain temperature value, then you have to provide the proper ventilation. And next is the safety. So proper locking of panels, grounding provided to the panels, as well as shielding. For this one, you may refer the book Electronic Instruments and Instrumentation Technology by the author MMS Anand. Thank you.